driving here in Kastos, motoring in the last little bit. We had some good sailing, but for a while, but then the wind kind of died. We're on the lee of this island as well. So that windmill there on the point is supposed to be one of the better restaurants in Kastos. We're gonna definitely make sure to give that a try, see how it works out. And we're here. I think back here along this would be the best.
Okay, we'll be bowing to the wind.
I can turn around so that we know how it goes here. I'd like to go to the right of this boat, if I can. Right or left. Yeah, I know it. I'm down to 1.5 meters here. Feels pretty shallow.
Hello.
Pretty dog.
Yeah, but we gotta four-way alternator. There we go.
Well, this is a very, very small harbor, Kastos, out on its own island, and it's not much here, but a bunch of tavernas and some nice restaurants, and a very protected anchorage if you can get a spot on the quay. So we flew over here this morning from Kefallonia, and it's the day when it's Saturday, so that's the day all the charter boats have to be back for turnover on Sunday. So it's a great time to get good spots in harbors if you're looking to do that.
And I'm having a Greek salad because I'm in Greece.
So across the channel here is mainland Greece over there. We're on the island of Kastos. These sailing Ionian people seem to do a pretty good job. They've got these paid skippers, and this woman sitting in front of that starboard helm station is one of their harder working skippers. We've seen her in 3 or 4 ports, and she just hustles all the time, gets stuff done, and get these boats docked. She'll dock 4 or 5 boats as they come in. The charterers are not great sailors sometimes. There's the windmill. I'm kind of thinking that's not how the windmill worked.
Oh, it has.
Usually they had the windmill on the top and it spun around 360 degrees. Yeah.
No,
you can catch the...
No, it's on the front like that.
I'd like to see pictures of how it was originally done.
Do you have
Get my arm out far enough.
Okay, I think it's a wide angle. No, this is beautiful here. Yeah, so Wendy hurt her back yesterday, and this is part of the thing about cruising is an injury can really be a problem. There's only two of
Medicinal.
us. So medicinal wine and beer, and lots of ibuprofen, but still it's a real problem. I mean, we really can't leave right now because I need two people and Wendy can barely walk. Luckily, we're at a place where we can kind of hang for a few days if we need to. We're not.
Hopefully, it's just a muscle spasm, and it'll be better in a couple days. And it feels even better today. I've been just laying around all day, being a total slug.
Yeah. But you know, you're off the beaten path here in Greece. There's not a lot in the way of there's pharmacies. That maybe sometimes the pharmacies have clinics, but it's not a place where you want to get hurt.
Nowhere to go to get pharmacy or a doctor or a massage or physical therapy here.
Yeah.
Really kind of out in the boonies. So.
Yeah.
Baby kitty. Mama kitty. Evil kitty. Hey, like your scorpion fish.
Scorpion fish is good. It has a lot of bones in it. And not a great fish for easy eating. It's very hard to debone. That's my only complaint. Kittens running around here.
It's so damn cute. It's hard not to adopt them.
I know.
Oh, don't we need a kitty?
No, we don't. Lots of little miniature coves around in case you want to not be with the crowd. And a lot of the bigger boats, that's what they do. They just find a small cove and long line in and take their super high powered rig to town. Yeah, hold on to the mast. Get your both feet up there. There you go. Try not to lose the camera.
Yeah, don't touch the camera, baby. Look, we're at the 30 mark.
Well, so our problem is for today is that our anode on the propeller is missing, and we don't know how exactly it became missing, but it is. So having a diver put a new one on, this is super important that this be on the propeller, or the propeller itself will be eaten by corrosion. There is a zinc on the stainless steel shaft, but I'm kind of thinking that that's not good enough. It's a matter of the nobility of the metals. So as to how the electrolysis works. So bronze being probably less noble than stainless steel, or more, I don't know which way it works, could really be a problem. So I'm going to go over, pick up the diver, and we'll be back to this project here in a minute. Cool. So this is the diary of the.
That's the diary of the pilot of the Bristol bullfighter that survived after being shot down by the Germans in 1944. Well, the plane, he managed to ditch the plane in the sea and get out of the plane, and he was captured by the German and was for 1 year was prisoner of war. So during this 1 year, he's been writing his diary on toilet paper, and at the end of the war, put that on paper. Now the family made a little book out of it, and it's really a fascinating story. Has all how the way he lived the things, and it's really well written. So this is Mr. Howell York, and at the end of the war, where he was prisoner in Germany, he did the long march. Well, you heard about the long march. So he survived the crash of the plane, survived the long march, was set free by the Russian, and then went back to the UK, where unfortunately died in 2001 before we managed to identify the plane. But now, okay, we dive on the plane. We have permission from the Royal Air Force to dive and get some wreckage to do our little display. We installed that memorial stone with the family that came 3 years ago. And that's it. Unfortunately, there is not much left about the plane, because the Greek in the 50s they dynamited it in order to get the scrap metal. So if you see that pot, this is part of the plane. This is fuselage of the plane that they collect, and they made this sort of pots out of it. But still is a very interesting dive, and a very fascinating story. I recommend these highly.
Okay.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah, that's great.
It is very hard. I don't know, but it's good for you guys.
Can you feel that?
You're right?
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Oh, good. Yep.
Look around a little bit, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. Pull up a little bit.
It's more like just real life, you know, like what it's like to be on a cruising boat. You know, stuff goes wrong, got to get it fixed. You know, So we, you know, this is just, you know, after a while, just like docking or stopping in a town, it's just one more of the same thing. But I think people have a real interest in knowing what it's really like to be on a cruising sailboat full time.
Yeah.
That's what we are. So, I mean, if we were stuck in the Pacific or something, we'd manually dive 15 times and get this, you know, get it on eventually somehow. But let's do it the easy way.
How we get it on?
It's right here. So Cedric's gonna dive and get this thing taken care of for us.
Hello.
How are you?
This is Wendy.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All right.
Okay, so here's the I'll just tell you what the deal is here. There's a hammer up there, Wendy, too. I've got a hammer just in case you need to give the existing screws a tap or something to loosen them up. But
Yeah.
these 3 screws that are in here are new screws, and they've got Tef gel on them.
Okay.
So they're ready to go. It should be this right here, but the assumption being that the other screws that are on there are identical, and they might not be. And if they're not, then maybe this is.
has all the.
I've got the other.
All right.
the
All
other
right.
tool.
Well, I mean, I will understand immediately as I'm down there.
And just give the blades a spin and stuff, and see. Make sure it doesn't feel like it's been attacked by corrosion already.
Yeah, I'll check. No, I was expecting, because often it's two pieces that you screw in between the, how you call it, the give direction.
No,
How
not
you
this
call
one.
that in English?
The feathering,
Rudder.
the blades of the propeller.
No, the rudder.
No,
the rudder.
This is at the end of the of the prop. Is the okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, then let's go. Would be good to give it a little clean.
Absolutely. Wendy, in the tool yellow toolkit, there's a wire brush, kind of a bronze wire brush. Yeah. Fiscardo in the early evening. It's just it's an absolutely spectacular place.